Hello everybody, we're back here at the winery. I know it's been a while since we put out any videos, but we haven't been doing a whole lot of very interesting stuff. Quite a bit of just kind of maintenance, I guess you could say. So we're at the winery today. It's October 20th, 21st? October 21st. Rissa and I are down here. We started in here a couple weeks ago marking trees for our expansion. You can see a couple over there with ribbons on them that we had marked. We got to 81 trees and ran out of ribbon. So since we were here last, we got a lateral line down here. So we're going to go finish marking trees and see what our final count comes up to be. And then once we lose a few more leaves here in a couple weeks, Marty Wendell's going to come up and walk the woods with me, and we're going to figure out where we want to put our main line, our new main line. We are going to be, at the very least, replacing the main line that's currently here, the 3/4 inch. We're going to be going with a 1-inch main line, and I'm not sure if we're going to do a wet-dry system or not. That's something else I want to talk to Marty about, if he thinks it's worth it for us here. I think we're going to be around 250 taps by the time we're done, and I'm thinking our main line at the longest is going to be about 1,000 feet. To where the new tank location is going to be. The other thing we're looking at doing, you can see the main line right. It's focused on my finger. Hang on. You can see the main line down there. Maybe if it stops focusing on my finger. There's the main line right there. So one thing we might end up doing. We were up on the side of the escarpment there. I don't know how well you can see it with all the foliage still on, but up there's the Niagara escarpment, and we did find some trees up there. We could tie it into the end of the main line, which is right there. So we could extend that up onto the escarpment. The other main line is going to run down on the other side of that knob. There's a creek that runs down there and up that way. That's one option. The other option is there's also a bit of a creek that runs down. I don't know if you guys saw that. A couple of squirrels just ran up that tree over there I'm pointing at. There's a creek that runs down here all the way down. Say hi, Rissa.
Hello.
All the way down and around this knob and ends up back over where our tank was last year. It follows the creek. The only problem with that is it's going to severely limit access to the property with any kind of machines, and for me that's not a big deal, but since I don't own the place, I'm trying to be as accommodating as I can be of what they got going on here too. So we're gonna get going and get some trees marked, and we'll show you what it looks like when we're done. All right, well, we're done with this bench over here. You can, as I'm panning around here, you can see the ribbons down there. That's the escarpment I was talking about. It's kind of a cliff. If you don't know what the Niagara escarpment is, basically this used to be the shore of Lake Ontario. There's this big drop off right here. So in this right here, it's probably only, I don't know, 35 feet, 40 feet. There's some spots as you get closer to Lewiston where it's probably closer to 80 or 90 foot drop. Anyway, you can see there's a creek down here. We're going to cross the other side. There's some trees up on the escarpment there that I haven't gotten yet, but you can see a few. I don't know if you can see them up in there. There's one there, a couple over that way, one over there. So we're just going to follow the edge of the escarpment down here, back out to actually right above the car, right above the vineyard. And we'll tell you what we came up with. All right, we're on our way back to the car. Didn't really show you a whole lot after the last little segment here, but I was trying to get the visually impaired lady through the woods. So, and I was running up and down the escarpment. Anyway, she was running the clicker. What did we end up with?
180.
180 new taps. On top of the, what, 95 we already got here?
Yep.
So, gotta go under the lateral line. So that puts us at 275 if my math is right. Plus the, I think we got 147 or something over at the woods. Might add a couple this year, so we'll round that up to 150. And I know there's a couple trees I didn't mark that I just didn't feel like climbing to put a ribbon on them, but I know they're there. So if everything goes to plan, by the time we get to tapping trees, we should be up around 425 taps this year, which is so I'm walking across a sketchy bridge, so bear with me. Should put us around 425 taps, which is a jump from the, what, 240 we had last year. So not quite double, but almost. So we'll see what happens. So hopefully you enjoy this little video. We'll get something out here again once we start running lines, and we're going to go to the Lake Erie Maple Expo in, I think, 3 weeks.
Yep.
So if you're interested in that, you can go to Lake Erie Maple, was it Lake Erie Maple Conference, I believe, LEME. And you can register and go down and check things out. There'll be lots of vendors there and classes and that kind of stuff. So if you're interested, pop on down. It's a Friday and Saturday. They got some good speakers. Glenn Goodrich is going to be there. Nick Wendell. Brandon Mead I saw was giving a class. I think I saw Nate Bissell is going to be speaking. Who else did I see? Dan Crocker is going to be giving a class. Eileen Downs. Eileen Downs from Merle Maple. She's if you need to know something about confection, she's the one to ask, boy. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you shortly, and thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. We're almost up to 100. I think last time I checked we were at like 71 or 72, so if we could hit 100, that'd be great. Send it to a friend or something. All right, have a good one.